Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Tielemans cuts out the pass, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Fas gets over and intercepts. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's hard to bet against this guy Tielemans, Peter, having a telling influence here. He's best deployed in a central midfield position, and it's from there he can really influence the team's possession. He can dictate games and get his passing right pretty much every time in terms of length, pace and weight.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Prados. Swung over. Anguissa. Sumare. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now it's Simeone. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Di Maria. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Di Maria. Goes for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Nant with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Getting up there! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Opts to... He's going for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Nant definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Still goalless at the moment. And that is a little undercooked. Now it's Anguissa. Dimarco. Zambo Anguissa. Havertz! Goal! Galatasaray! And Galatasaray have the lead.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And it's Simeone. Anguissa. Now it's Dimarco. Well timed, excellent interception.
Nant are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side. Galatasaray always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
He's been taken out. Could that be a penalty? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Kyle Walker has been showed a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. Christensen is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Oh, super! And he shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Brilliantly cut out. It's their second corner of the game. And he's taking no chances there. And now they can spring out of defence. Passing is crisp and sharp. DiMarco. Bruno Fernandes does really well there, he is strong. Prados. Looking for the run. Decent shot! And again! And there's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And yes, it's him again. Galatasaray are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Anguissa. Now it's Rabiot. Oh, now he can run away with it. Nice interception, well timed. Nant are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He's in plenty of space here. DiMarco, big chance! No way through there. Picked out brilliantly. Zambo Anguissa. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Nantes present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Bunu clearly engaging in mind games here. Fabulous save by Bunu!
Once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be huge.
And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Galatasaray find a position that could be danger here. Tries to play it through. He's in a great position here. Great chance! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. This is a gloriously greedy performance. DiMarco threads one in. That's been slipped through. And he's running through. He's come in hard. And he can clear it away. He's had a shot! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Elle s'affiche actuellement sur l'écran géant. Merci.
We're on the move again.
Nantes really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
Oh, good climb! And that's a good finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Another one! This must be his personal high. Galatasaray are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Christensen did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Bruno Fernandes. Prados. And it's Rabiot. Defending was strong and firm. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Prados. To Rabiot. There's the crossfield ball. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Okoli wins the duel this time. Bruno Fernandes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. It's a promising position. Good read, needed to be.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Pass is just off target. Rabiot. And he's had it nicked away. And here's Havertz. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Rabiot. 60 minutes played. Distributed tidily. Now it's Di Maria. He's a sharp little ball here. Christensen promptly onto that, and that is that. And he thumps it clear.
That's going in strongly.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. He's having a shot! It's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Now it's Simeone. Belanova. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a good ball out wide. DiMarco. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And he's forced to go back. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Pass somewhat off target. And he's been shifted off it. Sumare. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Can he get onto this? He's shifting through the gears here. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Chance, surely! And it's come back out to him.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Forced to go back. Goes for the shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Nicely weighted ball. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
And it's Bruno Fernandes. Played back. Now this could be a chance. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Spread it left. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's DiMarco. Can he get it through?
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Well, that pass isn't the best. Belanova. Zubeldia makes the interception. Ball's played through. Can he latch on to this? A corner it is then.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And it's been taken short. He's on. Can he finish? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Now, can they get him away? Di Maria engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, good take in a good area. And we're done. A tale of 2 teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly